Hi guys. Today is Sunday, August 16th, I think, 2026. I am gonna start doing my video journals again. This is kind of a little test. We'll see how this does. We finally got better internet. So I'm hopeful that I'll be able to upload videos right from home, as long as I don't make them too long. And yeah, I can start doing journals again. I've really missed doing this. So much has changed in the past couple months that I haven't been doing this. And I don't know. The women that I work with, we talk about this a lot. You know, change in life. And I don't know. I'm 51 and menopause really, perimenopause, whatever it's called, really hit me hard this winter. And you know, with the big change with leaving my museum job, the security of that full-time job, starting at the storehouse, the grocery store, so many changes in my body, in my mind, in my activity level, in my life. So much. So I have a lot to catch up on with you guys, but I don't know. I really feel like this is such a part of my journey, making little videos and again documenting it. But yeah, I like the idea of being open and honest, and you know, maybe someone else out there is going through something. I think the major thing is I was just writing in my journal and I wrote down that I feel like ever since this winter, so it's August, so really ever since I left the museum in January and transitioned out of there, I feel like I just now, 6 months later or so, I feel like I've recovered from that experience of the intenseness, is that a real word? The intenseness of working at the museum, and I don't know, and it was such a good experience. Sure, there were some stressors, you know, I mean, it's life. I'm not sure, it's kind of hard to put into words, but I feel like I've just started to come out of that. Couple things about menopause that hit me super hard is brain fog. I have fibromyalgia. I've had it since I was little, like baby probably. I've had arthritis since I was a baby, and I got diagnosed with fibro. I was 14 or 15. You know, brain fog is a part of that as far as I remember. Having trouble making decisions is a part of that. So I've always struggled with that on and off, but I've always been such a planner. I sit down, I plan my meals, I plan out my whole week. I have an app that I put everything into. I'm just very organized, very planning. But I just, all of a sudden this winter, I'm like, food? What's food? And actually, I should say maybe the past couple months when I've not been doing this video. I'm like, food? I don't understand. I don't understand. We eat food, I know that, but I don't know how to plan. I don't know what I eat. I don't know. It's been so frustrating. Yeah, the brain fog is really bad. My energy level went from 1 out of 10, it went from like a 12. We're constantly having energy and having to do yoga at the end, and you know, in the evening because I have so much energy to burn, to I need to take a nap during the day, which is completely out of character. I don't always fall asleep. I shouldn't say a nap, but I need to go lay down. I do sleep meditation. Yoga Nidra is a huge part of my life now. That helps me get more rest. Sleeping continues to be an issue. I have found things that have helped. You know, CBD, melatonin, time release melatonin is helpful. Yeah, I mean, I do have to take the occasional sleeping pill if I absolutely need to sleep. But sleep, or I should say yoga nidra, has really helped a lot with that. So I'll do a video on that one time. Yeah, brain fog, sleep, lack of motivation, absolutely no desire to do anything. I mean, I don't want to lay in bed and watch TV all day. That does not appeal to me, and I don't do that. But I have no desire to do anything productive. I don't want to do my business. I don't want to do I don't want to do anything. And again, that's not me. I'm very passionate about things and very motivated. I've always been a really good, like, I guess, self-learner, self-motivation. I don't know. So I wrote down, so I've been dealing with that kind of stuff. And I wrote down in my journal that I feel like at some point during the winter, and especially the past 2 months, the real Julie laid down, fell asleep, and is somewhere, and I'm just the shell of her that is walking around and trying to figure out what I'm doing in life. And it is so crazy. So anyways, that's how it's been the past couple months. Emotionally, I just, very, I'm not going to use the word depressed, but just not, it's the fake it till you make it pretty much every day. I'm happy. I'm glad of the choices I made. I couldn't imagine going through this while I was, I couldn't imagine going through this and being at that stressful job. I love my job at the storehouse. I feel like I have turned a corner this past weekend, like yesterday. I've made a couple decisions, and then I'm going to end the video because we're going on 8 minutes here. I decided that instead of planning exactly out what I'm going to eat, I have some frozen food that I made, so I still batch cook and I freeze things in portions, and I need to eat that up. So I'm just generally planning. Breakfast is juicing and a protein smoothie because I need more protein. I've realized that. So I'm going to have it just be general, where breakfast is juicing and protein smoothie. And then lunch, I want beans, grains, some sort of vegetable, and a sweet potato if I can. However that looks, that's what I'm going to, if it's literally just a pile of beans and a pile of rice and a pile of vegetables, at least I'm eating it. I don't have to plan out, in detail. Then I can have a snack, some sort of, oh my God, if I could live off of peanut butter and jelly on sourdough, that's what I would do, and a glass of soy milk. I'm just in pure heaven. So I'm like, you know what? To make it through menopause, if that's what I need every day, then that's what I'm going to give myself. So snack can be something like that, some comfort food. I make a lot of whole food, plant-based treats. Oh man, I found in the freezer pumpkin brownies, and what it is it's a layer of brownie and then a layer of pumpkin pie, and then another layer of like a chocolate frosting, and it's all whole food, plant-based, no oil, no refined sugar, nothing bad. I can eat it. So I'm like, you know what? I've really restricted myself the past several years, and that's okay. I've loved it. That's how I enjoy not consuming a bunch of sweet stuff and salty stuff and all that. But I've come to terms with the fact that, there's nothing wrong with me. This is natural. This menopause is natural. My body is changing. My needs are changing. And I need to, I'm going to say this a lot, I need to give myself some grace. You are okay. There's nothing wrong with you. Oh, I'm probably going to cry. There's nothing wrong with you. This is natural. This is what your body is meant to do. I just need to be kind to myself and say, you know what? If you want to sit down and have one of your pumpkin brownies and you need that right now, that's what you're going to do for yourself. So I'm trying to be kinder to myself. Yeah, and then for dinner, to be honest with you, I want fruit. For the past several weeks, all I've been craving in the evening is fruit. I used to eat that in the morning, and that was wonderful. That's what I needed then. But I think now I need a nice, light, cleansing, but it's also kind of like dessert. Yeah, so I'm going to try that. I'm switching it up, and I feel like this is what my body needs, and I'm trying to listen to that and honor that and all that good stuff. So yeah, yeah, I moved my room around some. My bed is still there. You guys that have seen my videos recognize that. I have a nice little, here's some, did a nice tarot spread a little bit ago. Burnt some incense, some music, I have bookshelf, yeah. So I needed some change, so I moved a little bit of my room around. Oh my goodness, I also have to tell you, I'll show you another time, but a cat adopted me. And I swear the universe sent me something that I needed. Ever since my Lucy, who was my Great Dane, I had her for 12, 13 years, something like that. She was this huge baby that needed her mama, and she was attached to me. I couldn't move for Lucy being on me, and she was so obsessed with me. And then when she died, I didn't have that in my life. Like, you know, like I got Annie, and who I absolutely love, who is sleeping right now, or I'd show you. I absolutely love my rabbit. She's a sweetheart, but she does need me because I've been house sitting and dog sitting for a couple days. And anytime I go away, I can tell she misses me. When I come back, she hops around me and does her zoomies, and she's super happy, and she starts eating like normal again. So I know she loves me, but she loves me in her own way. And that way it's lovely, but it's just not cuddles and on me all the time and that need, you know. Now my sister has 2 cats, and they're lovely. They're beautiful, but they don't stay up here with me. They're not cuddlers with me. So I haven't had any real like animal cuddle time since Lucy died, probably 4 years ago or so. So anyways, I'll tell you the story real quick, and then I'll go into depth later. Maybe about a month ago, my family and I were sitting on the front porch, and we live out in the country and not really in the middle of nowhere. There's farms around us, but pretty, you know, we're not in town or anything. We're in the country. And my mom goes, "Julie, what is that?" And she points down the road, and here down the road a bit, we see this cat and something really tiny sitting next to it. They're sitting nearly in the middle of the road, just sitting there as normal, you know. And I'm like, where did they come from? So I walk down. Almost immediately, they both run over to me and start wrapping around me and cuddle and lovey and want attention. And I'm like, they don't act like barn cats. They're beautiful. They're very, very clean. They're very friendly. They're definitely not feral. So I guide them over to the house. It ended up being a little tiny kitten. So I take the little kitten, and the little bit bigger cat, probably about a year old, I guide them. I take the kitten, I guide him over to my house, and I bring out food and water, and they're not interested in the food and water. They don't really do much with us. They kind of hang out in the area, but then they leave, and I can't find them again. I went looking, I couldn't find them. So that was my first encounter with Midnight. And then maybe a week later, we saw the black cat, and that was the 1-year-old that we had seen. But the kitten wasn't around. I should have just taken the kitten inside as soon as I saw it, but at that point we weren't planning on getting any other animals. So this black cat, I see him from afar. I go in and I get water at least, and I come out and I sit down. And it takes a little bit of time for me to coax him over to me. But I get him over to me, and maybe I'll post a video. I took a video. Within a few minutes of him coming close to me and smelling my hand and me talking gently to him, he is curled up in my lap. He is loving. He's literally with both paws, like, touching the side of my face, staring up at me as I hold him as like a baby. And immediately I just was like, this is my cat. This is 100% my cat. He's all black. He's got long hair, beautiful long black tail. He's got a little smoky belly, like it's a little smoky gray. The most affectionate, lovey cat I've ever encountered. So he lived on our front porch for a while. We went to our neighbors. It took us a couple weeks. We went to our neighbors. We made sure he didn't belong in anybody. But we were kind of deciding, what are we going to do? We have 2 adult cats. We're going to introduce another one. And so anyways, I don't know. He was there 24/7, lived on our front porch. And I said, you guys, someone dropped this off. Someone dropped him off. He wants to come inside. He's not used to being outside. He would come back to the porch in the morning. I would go down in the morning at 5 a.m. and he'd be either sleeping out there or not there. And when he came back, he'd be covered in briars and all wet from being out all night. And I'm like, you guys, he's not going home at night. I 100% know that he wants to stay with us. And so I would clean him all up and brush him. And he just wanted me to hold him like a baby. He is just so lovey. So anyways, we ended up bringing him inside, and he's completely acclimated to our house. He's so affectionate. We're slowly introducing him to our other two cats. He's not fixed. We took him to the vet. Actually, before we brought him in, we took him to the vet. Just to make sure he didn't have any diseases, or, we knew he didn't really. I brushed him a lot and looked really closely at his skin. He didn't seem to have any, lice or, whatever, fleas, whatever. But he's not fixed. So we took him. He got a clean bill of health. The vet was like, we love this cat. He's so affectionate. Oh my goodness, he's so sweet. So yeah, we have an appointment to get him fixed. It's probably another 3 weeks. But once we get him fixed, it'll take a little bit of time, but he should calm down as far as cause he'll chase. It's 2 female cats that we have, and he chases them. So we just have, supervised interactions, 5 minutes at a time, and we give them little squeeze treats to distract them and reward them for being good, so I think we're doing it right, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. But anyways, yeah, the universe gave me what I needed. It knew that I needed some lovey-dovey attention in my life, and he's so sweet. So his name is Midnight. I'll show you. I'm in my bedroom right now, and he has met the rabbit. He's met Annie, but I put Annie in her carrying case. And then I would have Midnight come in, and I can show you videos of that too. Annie did great. Annie's pretty chill, and she's pretty, I don't know, she's pretty chill. And he was good with her, but I'm worried that if she's not in her carrier, she will bolt under the bed. And I am 99% sure he will chase her, because he's chased the cats and he was hunting outside. He used to we would watch him chase things. So anyways, it's going to be a little while till he's able to be in my bedroom with me, which kind of stinks, but I'll introduce you guys later. Okay, we're going on 20 minutes here, so I'm going to end it. Hopefully this uploads good. Yeah, I'm excited to be back. I'm not going to commit to doing this every day. I would be happy if I could do it once a week. I just need to, I need to not give myself any extra pressure on things. So be patient with me as I work this out, but it's good to be back. I hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, we'll chat next time. All right, everyone, have a lovely day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.